Welcome back to Cheyenne's Good Fortune. We have another pick a card reading for your week ahead. So before we get into that, I want to say that if you want to enter for a free reading for August, please send me your first full name, one question, one specific question to the email address that I provide in the comments section and description box. I've already picked the winner for July and I've sent them their reading. So now I want to pick someone for August. Whoever's the winner, I will ask in exchange for this free reading that you give me a testimony that I will put on my website or my Facebook page, okay? So let's get to it. This is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. We have 6 piles here, and this is about your week ahead. What might be on your mind? What should you do next week? What might be a challenge for you? So we have 6 piles. Pile number 1 is pink. 2 is the light blue. 3 is the dark blue. 4 is purple, 5 is green, 6 is yellow. What you're gonna do, you're gonna close your eyes, take a deep breath, open your eyes, scan all 6 colors and take your time with this. Whichever color you seem to be drawn to, I believe is the correct pile for you. If you're drawn to more than one color, then pick more than one color, okay? So, we're gonna start with pile number 1, the pink. Okay, for people who pick pile number 1, the pink, what's going on with you next week? So this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If it doesn't resonate, please pick another pile. What might be on your mind, pile number 1? Next week is guiding children. It says you are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. In the second position, we have the justice card. What should you do next week? It says fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. In the third position, we have the 7 of Swords, which is your challenge. And that's an interesting card. So pile number 1, let's start with what might be on your mind. So if you don't have kids, if kids are not really in your life like that, you don't have any nieces or nephews that you're close to, or you don't teach children. If kids are not really in your environment like that, this is not the correct pile for you. For example, I don't have any kids. I don't have kids really around me like that. So this would not be the pile for me. So now, you could not have kids, or you could be a teacher of children. If children play a big part in your life, okay, this might be the pile for you. But if they don't, please pick another pile. So basically, what it's saying next week, something dealing with kids is going to be your mind. Either your own kids, either someone close to you kids, either nieces and nephews if you have them. Something dealing with children is going to be in your mind next week, okay? And that's why I said if kids are not in your environment like that, this will not be the pile for you. If you teach children, if you're in that category, something dealing with children is going to be your mind next week, okay? Now, in the second position, this is saying what you need to do. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Now, I feel you need to make a decision next week, and this is saying you need to be fair with this decision. This decision needs to be made in the best interest of all people. And where I'm getting this from is you have the 7 of Swords here, which is your challenge for next week. Anyone who knows about the 7 of Swords, it deals with a thief. You see he's taking something, smiling. It deals with underhanded behavior. Either you're acting an underhanded way or someone else. Could be someone gossiping behind your back. But what I'm getting, because I read the cards and I go with my intuition, I'm getting that it's correlated to this decision. So you have a decision that needs to be made. Now, you could be waiting on a decision that you want it to go in your favor, and this is saying it will go in your favor. Or what I'm getting more strongly is that it's saying that you need to make a decision, but this decision needs to be made for all parties involved. It could be dealing with children or something. But all I know is that the decision needs to be made with all parties involved. It should be a fair decision. The decision should not just be based upon what you want, because this is also a selfish card. It should not be based upon what would be just only your best interest. This decision that you need to make needs to be good for everyone involved. It should be a fair, balanced decision. Do what is right for everyone involved, not just what will work for you. It needs to work for everyone that's involved. It could be dealing with your children or anything. But regardless, even if it's not related to children, because this is in a position what might be in your mind. This decision could not have anything to do with children. What I'm saying is that it could or it could not. But whatever this decision is you need to make, it needs to be fair. It should not just be based upon what you want. It should be fair for all parties involved. And you should not lean towards being selfish in the decision. You should not make it based upon what is just good for you. It should be good for everyone that's involved. Does that make sense? Pile number one. All right, so that's your reading for next week. If you enjoyed the reading, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video. If you would like to be entered for a free reading for July, please send me your first full name, one question, to the email address that I provide in the description box and comment section. People pick pile number 2, which is the light blue. What's going on with you next week, pile number 2? What might be in your mind? Start delegating. It says ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything yourself. In the second position, what you need to do, Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. Oh, wow. And the Emperor is in the third position, which is what might be your challenge next week. Let me take a drink of water. Okay, pile number 2, as far as in the first position, what might be on your mind? You might have a lot of things going on that you're trying to juggle, because it says ask for help, start delegating. So you might be a person that, or recently you might have had to do a lot of things on your own. And what I'm getting is that next week your mind is going to be, man, maybe I need to get some help. Maybe I need to ask somebody for help. So I'm strongly getting you have a lot of things going on either already, or you're going to have a lot of things going on next week. Either you already have a lot of things going on, it's going to continue next week, or it's going to start next week where you have a lot of things going on that you're trying to handle by yourself. And this is saying you might think about, I might need to ask for help. I might need to get some help for all the stuff I'm doing. And it's saying to start delegating. It's telling you to start delegating, but this is about what might be in your mind. You might start feeling like, I need to delegate. I need to ask someone for help. I got a lot of stuff going on. In the position, what you need to do next week with the Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So in this position, this is saying either you've already been offered an opportunity, or an opportunity will be offered to you next week, and it's saying you need to jump on it. It's saying you need to change your life now. So this could be a job offer, this could be to move, it could be anything. It's just saying that you need to jump on this opportunity. And also I'm getting, it might be an idea, because a lot of times we have an idea for a career or something that could bring in money, or an ideal about something, a project. And it's saying if you have an idea for something also next week, to jump on it. This is saying whatever this opportunity is, whether it's been offered and you wasn't sure about it, or whether it's going to be offered next week, or whether an idea or a project you want to start comes to you next week, it's saying that you need to jump on these opportunities because they will go in your favor. And in the last position, the Emperor, this is dealing with a challenge. So anyone that knows about the Emperor card, this deals with someone in authority, someone that's in control. As in the negative side, this could be a person who's a bully and things like that. I'm getting that the challenge for you next week is going to be to delegate and to not be in control of everything, and try to relinquish control. Because a lot of times we have a lot of responsibility, a lot of things going on, a lot of things we have to handle. We do have to be in control of a lot of things, so we might become more in that controlling mode. This is saying that you need to relinquish control. So the fact that this is saying a lot of things are going to be on your mind, you got a lot of things you need to do, and you need to ask for help. This is telling me that you're going to be leaning towards wanting to get help, but you have to relinquish control to get help. So if you have a lot of things that you're used to doing yourself, for example, if you want someone to start helping you and you need to start delegating, you need to trust that they're going to do things right. You need to trust that you're going to let them handle things. So the challenge for you is going to be to let people help you next week, and to ask for help, and to relinquish control and not try to control everything. Let other people come in and help. Okay, pile number 2. So that's your reading for next week. Start delegating, ask for help, relinquish control, and if there's an opportunity or idea that you have, or someone offers you something, jump on it. All right, if you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video. If you want to be entered for a free reading for August, please submit me your full name, one question, to the email address that I provide in the comment section and the description box. People pick pile number 3, which is the dark blue. What's going on with you next week, pile number 3? What might be on your mind? Go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. In the second position, which is what you need to do, 6 of water, It says memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. And in the third position, what might be your challenge, Page of Wands. So what I'm getting is that, pile number 3, what might be in your mind is just simply that maybe you've been indoors a lot and you're thinking about going out and doing stuff. So we know we're under a lockdown or quarantine. Some places have opened up, but I don't know if you're an introvert, you like being indoors, or just that you could be working from home, or something could be going on where you're indoors a lot. And what's going to be on your mind next week possibly is that, oh my God, I need to get out of the house. I need to get out. I'm tired of being in the house. And maybe you do go out a lot, but this is saying that you haven't been going out as much as you would like to. And you just feel closed in and you want to, and what's going to be in your mind is, I need to go outside and do something. And the second position, what you need to do, now this deals with childhood memories and hobbies. And so what I'm getting is that you need to either next week start doing things that you used to enjoy when you was a child. So for example, if you used to like the hobbies that you had as a child, maybe did you like to read or paint, ride a bicycle? Like, what are some things you like to do that you like to have? What are some of the things, that you liked doing as a child? It's saying you need to do that next week, or it's saying you just need to be more childlike next week and have fun. That's what I mean. You need to be more childlike and do more fun things. And it coincides with the go outside. I just think that your mind, you're thinking about, I need to go outside and do something. I'm tired of being indoors. I'm in the house too much. This is saying you need to tap into that childlike side of you and do more fun things, childlike things, play, have fun. And also, if it's some things that you used to do as a child that you stopped doing, you need to start back doing that next week. So get out. It's saying get out, have fun, be childlike. And the Page of Wands is in third position. What might be your challenge? So the Page of Wands, this deals with, and you see he looks really fancy. This deals with confidence, being in the spotlight, getting out there, doing things, starting new things. This is saying that your challenge might be to actually go out and do stuff. Because you might, in your head, want to go out and do things, but something could be stopping you. Maybe you don't have the energy. Maybe you just care but don't care. This is saying that you're having those thoughts for a reason. You need to go out, have a good time. Tap into that fun side of you. Tap into that childlike side of yourself. And with the Page of Wands, it's saying that the challenge is going to be to get you to do it. The challenge is going to be to get you to explore, get out, do new things, to have fun. That might be a challenge for you. So you're going to have to kind of make yourself do it. Sometimes we want to do things and we keep talking ourselves out of it. If you're starting to think, I just want to have a little bit more fun, to get out more, then do it. This is saying to go out and do it, but it might be a challenge. And it could be that you're just busy or you don't have the time. It could be anything. It could be a lot of things that's stopping you, but this is saying the challenge is going to be to fight that part of you that doesn't want to get out and do new things, and to challenge yourself and get out and do it. Okay, pile number 3. If you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video. If you want to be entered for a free reading for July, a free reading for August, I just did July. Please send me your first name, one question to the email address that I provide in my comment section and description box, and I will see you next time. People who pick pile number 4, the purple, what's going on with you next week? In the first position, what might be in your mind? We have unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. In the second position, we have Knight of Earth, which is what you need to do. Loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. In third position, your challenge, we have 1, 2, 3, the 5 of Wands, which deals with competition and maybe conflict. Okay, let me take a drink of water. Okay, pile number 4. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind, okay? First position. This is an interesting pile. What might be in your mind next week is that maybe people have been challenging, maybe people have been challenging your patience, or you might have been angry about something. I'm just getting that you might think about, maybe I need to be more loving. That might be in your mind. It could be you could be thinking about love as far as romantic relationship. It could be that. Or I'm just getting that because with this unconditional love, this is about loving yourself, others, and the situation. I just feel like I feel that this is what I'm getting. Now, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If it doesn't resonate, please pick another pound. I'm just getting that you might next week be thinking about people maybe have been testing your patience and you're trying to be more loving. So, just maybe you've been on edge. I think you've been on edge for a while, and maybe next week you're going to still kind of be on edge, and you're thinking about, I might, trying to calm yourself, trying to think more positive, trying to be more loving, and trying to see situations from a more positive perspective. That's what unconditional love deals with. It deals with loving a situation, loving yourself, others, and a situation, regardless of how bad it seems or may be. And I just get someone's patience has been tested lately. I don't know. That's what I'm just getting that. There's been some things going on that has tested you, tested your emotions, tested your patience. You're thinking next week, you're thinking about, I need to be maybe more loving, or maybe I need to look at this from a different perspective, because I think some things have been getting to you emotionally, and you're thinking about, well, how can I get through this? Maybe I can take a different perspective and just be more loving. Does that make sense? So think about if you just been tested a lot lately, just people have been getting on your nerves, you've been getting irritated, and in your mind next week is more like, well, maybe I need to take a different approach to it. Maybe I need to be more loving, and maybe the situation will pan out a little bit better. That's what I'm getting. In the second position, what you need to do, it says you need to get things done next week. It says time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. It's saying you need to get some stuff done. And I just get that you might have been frustrated about some things, or some people have been testing your patience, but this is saying next week you need to get some stuff done. You need to buckle down and get things done. Things done that maybe you have put on the back burner, you need to get it done next week, okay? And in the third position, your challenge next week. Now, you see these people are in, this can mean healthy competition. This can mean a battle. This can mean conflict. Now, with the Five of Wands, what I'm getting, okay, because I know the definition of the cards, but also go on my intuition. I'm getting that it's going to be a challenge for you to not go off on somebody. Like, that's why I get with this, that I just feel that people have been irritating you, or I just get it's going to be a challenge for you to not get into conflict with someone next week, or get into a competition. You might want to, and maybe that's why you're thinking about being more loving and trying to take a different perspective, but I'm getting this for someone. Like I said, if it doesn't resonate, just pick another pal. I'm getting that the challenge is going to be for you to not participate in this. It could be at work, it could be in your family life, it could just be you're out and about and you're on edge. I just get that the challenge for you is going to be to not go off on someone. The challenge is going to be for you to not get into conflict. And so you're going to be thinking about next week, okay, I'm trying to be more positive. I'm trying to not go off. I'm trying to not get irritated. Does that make sense? And then what I'm getting is that whatever it is, you need to get some stuff done next week. It's going to be, next week is supposed to be an active week for you. You need to get some things done next week, and to try to not get into confrontations the best that you can. Try not to go off on people. Try not to be competitive. Try not to, like I said, try not to get irritated with people, and try not to get into a confrontation. Okay, so if you're thinking about next week being more on a loving side and try to look at things from different perspective, you're on the right track with that. Okay, pal number 4, hang in there. All right. If you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video. If you want to be entered for a free reading for August, please send me your first full name, one question to the email address that I provided in my comment section and description box, and I will see you next time. People pick Pal 5, which is the green. What's going on with you next week, Pal 5? So what might be on your mind? We have home. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in occupants. Second position, as far as what you need to do, we have 8 of Fire. And this is events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over, many things happening at once. And as far as your challenge next week, we have the 5 of Pentacles, okay? And that deals with being lacking financially, okay? So let me take a drink of water. This is a general reading. Take a resonate, leave the rest behind. This is a very specific message, so if it doesn't resonate, please pick another pal. First of all, I'm getting a move. Somebody is planning on moving next week. That's why I said it's a very Pacific pal. It might be an unexpected move or it might be a planned move. But next week is dealing with household. It could be someone's leaving out of your home. You're moving, or someone that lives with you is moving, or someone's moving in. So once again, this deals with movement. Someone's moving out of state. Someone's moving to a different apartment. Someone's thinking about moving. Or next week could be you're getting. Okay, so I'm getting two things. Either number one is dealing with home life. So either you're moving, someone's moving in, someone's moving out of your home, someone could be moving into your home. Also, I could get that next week, either you're actually going to do the move, or next week you're thinking about moving, or next week you're actually packing up to get ready to move. That's why I said this doesn't resonate, pick another pal. This is about people moving, okay? Once again, thinking about moving, or next week packing up your stuff to move, or actually next week actually moving. Or someone moving in, or someone moving out. Okay, so what's going to be on your mind is what I just said. Someone moving in, someone moving out, possibly planning to move next week, or actually packing up to move next week, or actually moving. In the second position, what you need to do, this says events moving at a fast pace, delays are over. Many things happening at once. So once again, movement. There is a move happening next week. There's either packing going on, you're either moving, someone's moving in, someone's moving out. There's movement. It's a very active week next week, okay? You need to get moving with packing, doing things, or planning this move. In the third position, a challenge. 5 of Pentacles. This deals with being financially distraught, being left out in the cold. What I'm getting is that the challenge is going to be to not spend too much money on this move. That's what I'm getting. Either this move is going to stress you out financially, or this is saying, on a positive note, this is saying that don't spend too much money on the move, and you're going to try, and the challenge is going to be to not spend too much money on this move. This is a very Pacific message. I usually like to give more than one message in a reading, but you can pick another pal if this is not resonating at all. But yeah, someone's planning on moving next week. Someone's moving in, or someone's either moving to your home or moving out of your home, or you're going to help someone move. You could be helping someone move next week and giving them money to help them move, or someone could be trying to give you money to help you move. But there's a movement going on next week dealing with your household. And this is saying to not spend a lot of money on this move, or it might stress you out financially, or you might spend a lot of money on this move, or it's telling you to be more reserved with the money you're going to spend towards moving, because moving can be expensive. So this is saying do not spend a lot of money on this move, okay? Or try to reserve as much money as you can. Okay, pal number 5. If that resonates, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video. If it didn't resonate, please pick another pal, because that was a very Pacific message. If you want to enter for a free reading for August, please send me your first name, one question, to the email address that I provide in my comment section and description box, and I will see you next time. People pick pal number 6, which is the yellow. What's going on with you next week, pal number 6? Okay, what you might be thinking about, the medicine woman in the first position. You are a channel for divine healing power. In the second position, what you need to do, ego. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. And in the third position, what might be your challenge, we have the 4 of Cups, which is not being satisfied with what is being offered. So let me take a drink of water. So when I'm getting pal number 6, first of all, this is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. What I'm getting is that, wow. So in the first position, what might be in your mind? I feel what might be in your mind is healing. And I know that just sounds kind of broad, but you might feel that you need some healing, maybe emotionally, physically, mentally. I don't think you've been feeling yourself lately or something. I just think things may not be going right, or you just feel like you need healing in your life. And that might be on your mind. Okay, what can I do to heal? What can I do to make this situation better? I just get you thinking about healing and feeling like some things need to change in your life. In the second position, the ego, what you need to do, it says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. I get that you've been having negative or fear-based thoughts. Feel like your life is not going the way you want it to, and that's why I think what's going to be your mind is about healing. Maybe you might want to get some energy healing. Maybe that might be on your mind next week, or you're thinking of either you might actually go and seek out maybe energy healing or counseling, or something's going to be in your mind about healing because you feel like something's not right. And this is saying what you need to do is to not be in your ego. This is saying that you have been having fear-based thoughts and fears, and it's false. You might fear love, you might fear success. It just could be something that you fear, and the fear is not based on reality. And it's saying that you need to let that go. You need to focus on that, acknowledge that you're having fear-based ideas. You might feel trapped in your life, because it says a false sense of entrapment. This is saying you're not entrapped. Your life maybe is not as bad as you think it is, and it's saying it's a false sense of entrapment. You're seeing things from distorted glasses, okay? And it's saying you're trapped in your ego, so it's fear-based fears, okay? And it's saying negative or fear-based thoughts. Yeah, definitely some negative thoughts that are occurring and that you need to work on next week and get past. And it's saying to not indulge in that and to work on it. And in the third position, the challenge, the Four of Cups. This deals with not being satisfied. Now you see that something's being offered to this person. They don't want it, and that's the challenge is going to be for you to accept this offer. The challenge is going to be for you to accept your life as it is and to see it for what it is and see your life as a gift and a blessing. Now I remember I pulled this card on myself before when I was being offered a job that I did not want. I did not want this job at all, but I needed money, and so I had to accept the job. But I did not want this job at all, and this is the card I pulled. I did not want this job, but I needed money to pay my bills, and so I had to accept the job. So the job was a blessing. It did not feel like a blessing, but it was a blessing. It wasn't a blessing to me because I was trapped in the ego. I was thinking that my life should be a certain kind of way. I wasn't seeing a positive in a situation. I didn't see that this was just temporary and that this job served a purpose to give me money. And then within 2 months, I found a better job. So I'm getting that you might be in this cycle of not, I think this is saying you're thinking from a negative perspective next week. Your mind is going to be on a negative. You're going to have, I feel, a lot of negative thoughts next week, or you've been having them for a while, and it's going to continue next week. And it's saying you're trapped in your ego and you need to move out of it. You need to let go of this negative thinking, this fear-based thinking. What the worst that could happen? You're having some negative thinking next week, and it's saying you need to move past that and acknowledge that. And the challenge is going to be for you to accept your life as it is, to accept the gift that is being offered to you, whether you see it as a gift or not. It is a gift. Okay, and you might be thinking about, okay, I need some healing. I'm going through some things mentally, and that might be in your mind next week. Okay, pile number 6. So please hang in there. What you're being offered is a gift. Your life is worth living. Things might not be going exactly where you want them to, but try to think from a positive perspective, because once you start thinking from a positive perspective, I promise you things will turn around and you can see things from a clear viewpoint. Okay, pile number 6. If you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video. If you want to be entered for a free reading for August, please send me your first full name, one question to the email address that I provide in my comment section and description box, and I will see you next time.